How do we resist the dehumanizing effect of AI? And can a person use AI without being dehumanized by it?
Oh, well, I mean, simply as a technology for accelerating certain processes, like, there's certain mathematical equations AI can do that would take us centuries, right? There are medical advances it's capable of. But as soon as we turn it into our medium of communion with one another, it becomes the other. It becomes what we're in communion with. It cuts us off, right? So these chatbots, these things that we talk to or that do our research for us, I don't think anything good can come of that. I don't even think they're very useful because, as I say, they corrupt their own waters. So you're more likely now to get a wrong answer than a right answer from AI on any number of topics. I stopped teaching a few years ago, and I have colleagues who tell me they get back answers that they know are AI for research topics because they're so completely unrelated to the actual material that they know it's what, well, AI people call, what's the term they use? Not fantasizing, but they
Hallucination.
I'm sorry, hallucinating. Yeah, they say they're hallucinating, or confabulating is maybe closer to the, but even that suggests someone is speaking. So I'm sure there are uses that if it were used wisely, prudently, and for those purposes only, such as, what's the best way to stop the pollution of certain waters? What's the best way to deal with metastatic pancreatic cancer in these cases? Is there a way of charting the specific medical history of every single person in such a way that you can find anomalies in how individual organisms, individual bodies go through gene expression, things like that? Yeah, so I mean, I'm not a Luddite where it's concerned, but the moment it moves from that to the yet deeper internet, and the internet was already a problem in this regard, at that point, I think the seraph with the flaming sword is barring our way back into Eden. I mean, the fall has come. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know how we can resist it as individuals. We can try to get others to join us in the act of resistance. And there are those. I mean, there are a lot of young people more and more in this country, and I imagine around the world, who are reacting to the sense of barrenness or isolation that this life in virtual space creates. But there are very powerful forces, like 5 billionaires in Silicon Valley, one of them on his way to becoming a trillionaire, who have every interest in promoting this technology at every level of use, from when you need a recipe for frangipani to whether or not we should release nuclear weapons in a certain situation. I mean, I think the proper resistance, if one could make it a real cause, is total rejection of it for anything but these really technical applications. But I, alas, am not a billionaire or a trillionaire. I'm not even a millionaire. So like most of us, I think we're a millionaire. You remember when that meant someone who was rich rather than someone who was just getting by. And as I say, we're having a hard time because it's moving much faster than our reaction time.